There are few places on Earth where ancient farming traditions still shape modern garden success. South Korea is one of them. Their farmers are known for reviving nutrient-poor mountain soils and converting them into fertile land bursting with root vegetables, medicinal herbs, and leafy greens. The secret? A natural, fermented soil tonic that isn't just sprayed on, it's buried directly in the beds to trigger microbial life and transform the soil from the inside out. FPJ is a natural liquid fertilizer made by fermenting the juices of vigorously growing plants with brown sugar. The sugar draws out water and enzymes from the plant material, which in turn feeds indigenous microorganisms or IMOs naturally present on leaves and stems. After about a week of fermentation, what remains is a microbial-rich tonic that boosts soil health, encourages fungal networks, and supports rapid plant growth. In Korea, FPJ is often used in both traditional and JDAM farming to create a closed-loop system where every part of the growing cycle is supported by natural, homemade inputs. The tonic not only fertilizes the soil but helps re-establish biological activity in soils that have been compacted, chemically treated, or just worn out over time. The most effective FPJ comes from fast-growing non-toxic local plants that are rich in enzymes and chlorophyll. Traditional choices include mugwort, bamboo shoots, sweet potato tips, pumpkin vines, and even weeds like chickweed and purslane. These plants grow aggressively and carry powerful enzymatic activity that supports microbial life during fermentation. Ideally, you want to collect plant material early in the morning when their energy levels are, at their highest. Chop them into smaller pieces to help the fermentation process go smoothly, and always use unwashed leaves to preserve those indigenous microbes that are already living on them. To prepare FPJ, fill a clean jar with equal weights of fresh plant material and brown sugar. Mix thoroughly until the plant juices start to seep out. Cover the jar with a breathable cloth and store it in a shaded, warm place for about 5 to 7 days. After fermentation, strain the liquid and store it in a sealed container away from light. The tonic can last several months if you keep it cool. For burying purposes, don't dilute it. Keep it concentrated so the microbes can fully colonize the soil once introduced. Unlike foliar application, the buried tonic works at the root level, triggering those underground biological networks. Foliar feeding can be effective for nutrient uptake, but honestly, burying the tonic targets the real engine of soil revival, the microbial network. When poured into small trenches or holes in the garden bed and covered with compost or soil, the tonic seeps into the surrounding dirt, feeding beneficial fungi and bacteria. These microbes then help decompose organic matter, aerate the soil, and even unlock tied-up nutrients like phosphorus and potassium. This is especially effective in soils that appear dead, compacted, dry, crusted, or unable to hold moisture. Once the microbes take hold, the soil begins to darken, hold more water, and emit the sweet, earthy smell of humus. Over time, buried FPJ transforms dead zones into thriving ecosystems beneath the surface. Choose a time when the soil is moist or irrigate lightly before application. Dig shallow holes or trenches about 6 inches deep and 6 inches apart in your raised beds or around established plants. Pour 20 to 50 milliliters of undiluted FPJ into each hole, depending on the size of your garden and the severity of the soil degradation. Cover each hole with compost or finished mulch to lock in the microbes and reduce evaporation. In the weeks that follow, avoid tilling or disturbing the area. Let the microbial network spread on their own. You may notice an increase in worm activity and improved soil structure within just a few weeks. So, you'll want to repeat the application every 30 to 45 days during the growing season, and, adjust the frequency based on what your soil really needs. In heavy clay soils, combining this method with organic mulch and cover crops can actually help break up compaction a lot faster. Healthy soil has signs you can see, smell, and feel. After about 1 to 2 months of using the buried tonic method, check if the soil stays moist for longer, has that earthy forest floor smell, and crumbles easily in your hand. Root systems should look thicker and more fibrous, and your plants might show deeper green leaves and stronger flowering. You might even notice small white fungal threads spreading through the mulch or the upper soil layers. That's a really good sign that fungal networks are getting established. These fungi help connect plant roots to moisture and nutrients, reaching way beyond what the roots could normally access. Once your soil has come back to life, the key is to keep feeding it gently without overloading it. Continue layering organic mulch like shredded leaves, grass clippings, or straw to keep conditions moist and microbe-friendly. Avoid synthetic fertilizers that can unbalance the fragile microbial harmony. You can also integrate cover crops in the off-season to prevent erosion and provide living roots that feed soil life year-round. Rotate crops, minimize digging, and continue periodic applications of FPJ or compost teas to sustain microbial richness. Even in containers or small raised beds, the buried tonic approach provides lasting results when combined with organic matter and minimal disturbance. The goal isn't just to grow plants but to cultivate an ecosystem underground that will support everything you plant in the seasons to come. Korean farming wisdom offers more than just tradition. It provides time-tested tools for today's gardeners facing depleted soil, unpredictable weather, and rising input costs. By burying fermented plant juice directly into your soil, you're not just feeding your plants, you're building a living, breathing ecosystem beneath them. This approach doesn't require perfection or expensive materials, just the right plants, a bit of sugar, and patience. Over time, the results speak for themselves. Richer beds, happier roots, and soil that acts more like a forest than a field. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Soil and Plant Doctor and share it with fellow gardeners looking to restore their soil naturally. New videos drop every week packed with regenerative gardening secrets from around the world.